Hey everybody, and welcome back to All the Things Harry Potter. I'm Nate, and I'm hanging out with my lovely wife Jade.
Hey!
And we are about to get into the journey from platform 9 3/4.
Yep, chapter 6. It's going to be really great. We get introduced to some of the OGs, the original Gryffindors, in this chapter. And it's a really fun ride. Fun journey, if you will. James and Chantel joined us again this week, and they've been helping us out a whole lot. They were super excited to come and join us on this crazy adventure that we thought we'd start, and so far, it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
So, crack open a drink, kick back, and enjoy! I'm excited to talk about Harry Potter and this chapter today.
It was good. It was a quality chapter. I didn't remember how much I loved these first, few chapters of this book. And this one totally reminded me just all the cuteness. It's cute.
Yeah, there's a lot to love about this chapter.
We are finding Harry in his last month with the Dursleys, and it wasn't so fun.
No, he's bored. There's absolutely nothing going on.
They're all kind of scared of him. A little pissed off. Dudley's, super scared of him.
Right. It says Dudley won't even be in the same room with him. He's that freaked out. But to be fair, Dudley's got a fucking tail.
Yeah.
Be a little unnerved.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
Yeah.
Tail giver.
I'm now imagining having a tail, and not even a nice tail, you know? Like a pigtail. It's very disturbing, actually.
He asks the Dursleys to take him to the train station, and Mr. Dursley's just grunting at him. He's not even saying words. He's so beyond fuck you. It's just And then he's like, hey, so you gonna take me? And he's like, And he's like, okay, well, that's a yes. The first thing he says is, it's a funny way to get to a school for magic, taking a train. Are all of the magic carpets punctured? Like they have holes in them?
Which I kind of thought was a funny joke.
Yeah.
He got his jab in. He got it in there.
I mean, I get it was mean, but it did make me laugh a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
My thought was, he's only now doing it. He hasn't said a word to Harry in the past month, but he's only getting a shot in now because he knows Harry is leaving tomorrow. Because now it's legit. Before, he was worried about him finding out that he was a wizard. Now he's a fucking wizard. And he's got a wand, and his kid has a tail. Bad shit has already happened to a guy who's already neurotically paranoid about magic. So he's not fucking around anymore.
But not only does he know Harry's leaving tomorrow, he knows Harry needs him right now. He's safe to take a soft jab. He's like, ha! And then he asks about where the school is, and that makes Harry actually think about it for the first time and look at his ticket, because he has no idea. And on the ticket it says he has to take the train at platform 9 3/4 at 11 o'clock. And Vernon is like, what the fuck? Don't talk rubbish, but we're gonna go to London anyways to go get Dudley's tail removed. So we'll take you, but I wouldn't bother otherwise. See, at this point he's feeling a little bit more safe to give Harry a little bit more shit, I feel like. His ticket sounds a little bit more like nonsense, and I don't think Dursley really has much faith in wizards at all, so he probably really doesn't believe Harry's going to get to go.
Right. They get there at 10:30, and the train is supposed to leave at 11. They see 9, and they see 10, and Vernon is a dick.
They leave him in the middle of a station with an owl, a trunk I couldn't lift, and a pocket full of money that he can't spend.
I never considered that. I always kind of thought, he's got money, but no, you can only spend that in the magical community, so that does nothing for him.
Right. I would be freaking out.
I mean, Harry, he's 11. They fucking leave an 11-year-old kid at a busy-ass train station.
And drive away, laugh.
What was his plan? Best case scenario, you proved the kid couldn't go anywhere, because there's no 9 3/4 platform, so there's nowhere for him to go. And then you left. Go catch the ball. Bye.
But the whole family drives away laughing.
Right. They don't even feel bad about it. This has made their day.
which leaves us here, with Harry standing here, alone, not knowing what to do.
He hears a group of people behind him mumbling, muggles.
And they have an owl, which is like a dead giveaway. Nobody ever just has an owl chilling, ever.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah, those are my people, for sure.
We hear a couple of their names. Percy.
Percy seems like the oldest.
Mm-hmm. And there's a little girl, Ginny.
Fred and George, you immediately like them.
Yeah.
They're hilarious from the first line that is said by them. I know we all feel
Little
that
jokesters.
way. Yeah. I love this part. I know everybody loves this part. Honestly, you call yourself our mother.
I laughed out loud when I heard, I don't want to get an owl, saying that you guys blew up a toilet or something. And he's like, Mom, we've never done that, but it's a good idea. Thanks. And she's like, George.
We had a similar situation where we were eating dinner just last night, chili and cornbread, and our oldest twin, Ryan, looks over and tells me, Dad, I know what you're gonna say. If I don't eat all of my food, I don't get a dessert. But I don't want a dessert, so can I just be done now?
It was very Fred and George-ish.
But the twins, they go towards the barrier and they disappear. All these kids are just disappearing into the wall. or somewhere. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know where they're disappearing.
He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
So he decides he has to ask the plump woman, that's the only way they describe her, how to get onto the platform. And she immediately is the nicest lady ever. And she knows it's his first time at Hogwarts. And Harry tells her he can't get onto the platform, and she explains how to do it to him. She explains to him how to get through the barrier. We got there.
That was really funny. I was like, when I edit that, it's gonna sound...
He's gonna say this bad.
and then I have a choice. I can either roll with it, or be like...
She says it's important not to stop or be scared that you're gonna crash. And it's best to do it at a bit of a run if you're nervous. I kind of wish he asked, like, why it was important. Because, like, I feel like
that
I would.
part of the magic, like, do you have to make sure, like, you're, like, confident enough or it's not gonna work?
I personally thought it was a lot of detail that they put in as Harry was walking towards the barrier. I thought there was a lot more detail than needed, in my opinion.
It went on longer than you needed it to.
Yeah.
My thing is that he was definitely scared the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And she says that you're not allowed to be. So, like, is it really important? Are you gonna get stuck halfway through the wall? Or is she just momming him? Like, don't be scared, dear. It's important.
I think she was so motherly, knowing that it was his first year, and also because she didn't realize that he was who he was. This is just any other kid could come from a Muggle family, which he does, that has maybe never experienced anything magical. Like, nothing. And that could be fucking scary. So to tell a kid, don't half-ass it. Run at the wall, get some confidence, and it's gonna work, and, like, he'll be okay on the other side. But who knows, it could very well be that if you don't commit to doing it, it's just not gonna work, and then you're gonna break your face on the brick. And sorry, sucker, try again next year. Who knows? Maybe it's a test.
Or you get stuck halfway through or something. That's what I was wondering.
That would be awful.
Yeah. That would be a giveaway to the Muggles, though, so it's probably nothing. So, Harry busts through the wall. He sees a scarlet steam engine in front of him, and a sign overhead says Hogwarts Express, 11 o'clock. He looks behind him, and he sees a wrought iron archway that says platform 9 3/4. Smoke's drifting, cats are winding between legs, owls are hooting, and stuff's going on.
There's a lot of signs that he's in the right place.
Yeah.
Because he's got a trunk and an owl. He's found the right place.
With all the birds that are flying around, how are the cats all keeping their cool? And not, like, attacking the shit out of them.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
I actually had a theory about this. Harry's owl is already trained to, like, deliver and receive messages.
Apparently.
I assume so. They got it from a magic owl store.
So, exactly. Are these owls and cats and toads, spiders, etc., do they have magical, maybe not abilities, but like...
properties.
Yeah. It's like the difference between Goofy and Pluto. They're both dogs, but one of them just
Smarter.
Now,
right, sentient.
cats tend to have a certain air about them that we all know that they know shit. Toads, I just don't fucking know why they would have toads.
Well, Hagrid did say the toads aren't cool anymore.
Right, I don't understand what magical purpose toads could serve except to be used in potion making, maybe?
Just companionship.
But then why can't you have a dog?
They have a choice of a few different kinds of animals, it seems like. I mean, there's really only the few choices given to them. Owl, cat, toad, what? Spider?
Spider's not given to him.
No?
No.
And that's why I was
thought-
gonna say this in a little bit, but rat isn't either, which is why I always thought it was a little weird.
You could really bring anything you wanted to then.
In the note, you were given a choice. An owl, a toad, or something else I don't remember
cat.
right offhand. Cat, duh.
It's very loudly or. There's no and, but.
You get one of those three.
And so first year people are bringing animals that they're not supposed to be bringing then.
Right,
Like, they're like, oh yeah, one of these three things. Well, I have this.
right.
And
So-
then we kind of get introduced, / we hear a boy named Neville talking to his gran. He lost his toad. And we hear another boy opening a box and something with a long hairy leg poked out. And I guess that's maybe where you were going with the spider thing.
I would guess it's a spider. If it's in a
Yeah.
box and it's got a hairy leg.
It does say later in the chapter.
Harry's moving on through the crowd, and he gets offered some help from the redheaded twins.
One of them notices his scar, asks what it is, and then they're like, "You're Harry Potter, right?"
Oh my gosh.
In twin talk. Again, I enjoyed reading. And then he's like, "Oh, him. I mean, yeah, I am." I liked that he said, or it said he didn't know what he was going to, but it had to be better than what he was leaving behind.
Right. He's excited to be on the train because he knows that he's leaving his shitty life.
Yeah.
And taking a risk is better than just staying. So he's like glass half full right now.
Let's go.
Let's see where this goes.
So then Ron comes in. There's nowhere else to sit. Kind of the start of a friendship. Maybe asking if someone wants to hear a dirty joke.
That can do it.
So he comes in.
And it's super awkward at first, before they start talking.
And then Ron bursts out, "Are you Harry Potter?" And that's when they start talking a little bit, because Ron starts asking him a little bit about himself. And then Harry starts asking Ron questions, because he's just as curious.
He wants to
about
know
what's
shit.
going on. Yeah.
And then Harry says he wishes he had 3 wizard brothers. And Ron says he's got 5 brothers.
He said that his brother Bill was the head boy, Charlie was captain of Quidditch, Percy is a prefect, the twins mess around, but they get good marks and they're funny, and he always gets hand-me-downs. So, life's not super great for Ronnie Boy. He's got Bill's robes, Charlie's wand, and Percy's frickin' rat.
I'm gonna step in there. Why would Ron, of all things, get a hand-me-down wand? If wands are the most important thing a wizard is supposed to have, and the wand picks the wizard.
I had that question too, actually. Why would his wand be in bad condition? For him to need a new one, but is that something you upgrade? Like, because you choose...
That goes back on the question I asked when he was first in Ollivanders, when he says to Harry he remembers his mother being in here buying her first wand. How many wands can a wizard own at one time, or how often do they have to replace them?
I don't know. Do you buy people a new wand? Like, do you give them a gift certificate and be like, go hit up Ollivanders and get yourself a nice new wand?
How much does Harry pay for his wand? It was a lot, wasn't it?
It was like 7 sickles.
It was pricey. I mean,
We
like,
can go
that's
back.
not a
It's
cheap-
like one chapter.
wizard to muggle ratio, I'm not really sure of, but we can assume that there's price tag on a wand.
Oh my god. I bet you there is, because when I was younger, I told you I bought the original Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and the Quidditch Through the Ages, and on the back of it, it had you know how you have Canadian and USA? It also had wizarding money on the back of it, and it told you how much it was in fucking galleons and sickles. I don't, I wish they sold copies of those, because they were the best. They were better.
Harry paid 7 gold galleons for his wand.
Do we have a gold galleon ratio to dollar amount?
Yes.
1 galleon is $6.64. 1 sickle